Yes, y'all. What's good with everybody? Everybody doing good, feeling great. We always promote greatness around here. Welcome to the show, or welcome back to the show. This is Kush Equilibrium, and I am your host, the always smoking OPG, or Oops the Great. For this show, you know, every so often you get a topic, right, that be weighing heavy on your heart or whatever, and you just got to get it out the way. And this is kind of like that topic for me. Before I really get into it, let me start out by saying this in no way is an attack on the individuals in the video that I'm going to show you. I commend them for properly aligning their life earlier on in the process versus later, like a lot of us. Unfortunately, some of us have to learn things the hard way. But anything I say about the video you are about to watch, or I'm about to show you and talk about, is not a direct reflection of them, but a direct reflection of society as a whole. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna say it just because that's what you say. But I understand going in when I decided to go ahead and make this video that this ain't that. This is probably not a video you gain likes and subscriptions off of. But if you happen to be one of the ones that actually give me one anyway, I appreciate it. More so, I appreciate it because it acknowledges you allowed me to have an opinion and respect it. Not necessarily that you agree with it, but you at least respect my right to have an opinion. So we passed the 2-minute mark. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to it. Now, I scroll through Facebook throughout the day, every day, or YouTube or TikTok. And I scroll through to see if there's something that sparks an opinion or a topic or whatever. I try to mix in the little goofy stuff every day that don't really matter, but it entertains us. But I try to find at least once a week or so something that if it's not entertaining, at the very minimum, it make you think a little bit. Even if you feel like I'm wrong, that's cool too. I feel like it's not enough people who are okay with the world not agreeing with you, the world ultimately saying you are wrong. That's cool, and I could be wrong on this, but I don't feel like I am. Now, on this video, I'm not going to play the audio because I'm not trying to get a copyright strike or anything like that. But let me size up this video before I play it. And I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and we gonna get the hell up out of here. I know it's late night. Some of y'all got some grown things to do. So I went, cruising through social media and all that other good stuff, trying to find a topic to just put a bow on this whole Super Bowl thing. But I wanted to find a different perspective, different social groups or whatever, just to really get a feel for how everybody took that Super Bowl performance in. And I stumbled across this video. Howard University students reacted to the Super Bowl. Look at all those happy black faces. Again, proud of them. I'm not sure if everybody in the video is black. It looks like everybody's a variance of black. We'll say that. So because of Howard University, my mind in the beginning, before I play this, and I'm not going to play the whole thing, my mind in the beginning was, this represents, because I want y'all to understand what I was thinking, because I don't want to come off as like, he was just finding something to hate on. In the beginning, when I found this video, my thought process was, This represented the opinions of the future of the Black community. That was the kind of the angle I was originally going with. And then I watched the video. And my thought process changed. It was no longer, look at this video, this is the future of the Black community and their reaction to this performance, which is legendary to me because it's a whole rapper taking the whole Super Bowl to himself. I'm not even gonna count that little part with SZA because it was so small. I don't even count it. And then I watched the video, and we about to watch it. Y'all tell me what y'all see. I'm gonna let it play for a minute. Again, there's no audio because they do have the Super Bowl playing. There's no audio, but just watch. Look at the room. I'm gonna smoke for a second because, you know, this Kush equilibrium, I gotta smoke. But I want y'all to look and take everything in. I'm gonna let everybody move around and react and do whatever for a second. No, I gave it a little minute. What did y'all see? We're gonna let it play. We're gonna let it play for a minute. But what do you see? Actually, I'm asking the wrong question now, ain't I? What don't you see? That's the better question. What don't you see? There's men. There's women. Different shades. Initially, when I looked at this, I saw Black excellence, celebrating Black excellence. I no longer look at this video that way. And I promise you, I've watched it. Hold on, goddamn commercials and shit. I promise you, I've. No, I'm not cutting that commercial out. I just whatever. But I'm conflicted because I don't want to come off as like I'm judging these black people. But it's reflective of something that's a problem that we are not addressing. And yes, it's going to eventually tie into Drake. Don't worry. I don't do the clickbait. Where's the masculinity in this video? Let's count it with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 13 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to say 6 males. I'm using that word for a reason. I'm very careful. There's 6 males in this video. Where's the masculinity? Again, this is Black Pride. This is supposed to be the future of the Black community. They're at Howard University. It's going to be pretty hard for Eddie and them to leave that place with less intelligence than when they got there. Which is awesome. But with manhood being under attack the way it is, Where's the future of it? This is look, this is Howard University. This is the creme de la creme. This is the best of the best. They're in that bracket. After financial aid, they probably had to find a way to cough up 40, 50,000 a semester after the financial aid. So they're going to be fine in life. However, there's a bigger picture. Masculinity is being erased. There's no way to deny it. We're looking at the future right now. Look at the mannerisms. They watching a football halftime show. Ain't nothing manlier than football, right? Look at the reactions. I don't see any masculinity. And the crazy part is I feel like this is a proper representation of what the world wants us to be as men. And I'm not even talking about the intelligence. I think the world has an issue with these young men becoming more intelligent. And kudos to them to say fuck it and get the education that's gonna put them in positions to do, I think, pretty amazing fucking things. But there's something beyond intelligence that a man needs. There's that you can't be a man and not be masculine. That's just an aggressive woman. And the world is creating aggressive women. That's what I feel like they want us to be. I feel bad for them a little bit because all the strife and tribulations that comes with everyday life, I don't see how they are being put in a position to be prepared for those things. I watch everybody I know who has kids. I watch how kids are handled. I watch how kids are taught. I got questions. And I'll admit my own bullshit. I'm in a position right now where my relationship with my children is iffy at best. At best. And there's some shit that I'm working on myself. But my thing is, I'm not blind to it while I feel like everybody else is. Like, do anybody in this image, any male figure in this image look like if something happened and they are with their significant other that they could take care of the situation? And they keep hitting me with these damn commercials, bro. I don't want to play too much of somebody else's content, so we're going to go ahead and let that sit there for a minute. If you a woman and your man had this type of demeanor, and this looks like if your man wasn't masculine enough to make sure you're okay, would you be okay with that? Because I don't see where that attribute is being cultivated. I'm all for intelligence. I'm all for finding a non-confrontational way to deal with things. But you also need to be able to do so when you need to. And I don't feel like our youth is being prepared in that way. And I think it's a part of a grand plan, if you ask me. Ask yourself this, ladies. What if you were out and about with your significant other. You're having a lovely evening. Something happens. Somebody tries to steal your car, or grab your bag, something. And your significant other just runs off. Just runs off. Or stands there and screams right after you start screaming. Is that something that you really want? Yes, we want the intelligence. Yes, we want the know-how to handle problems in a proper fashion, but we cannot look past the primal identity of a man. Now, where does Drake fall into this, right? Unfortunately for us as men, women dictate so much of what we do. Women literally, in many cases, dictate how we walk, talk, dress, where we live, where we drive, where we kick it, where we work. Unfortunately, things have gotten to a point where, if you really being honest with yourself, women have a lot of power, including the power to decide what we are, unfortunately. And those of us who buck that trend and I dare say have a overt aggressive nature, we looked at it as a problem or somebody that's hard to deal with, which is crazy. And again, I just needed to make this video so I could say I made it and I tried to at least provoke thought. And that's all I'm really trying to get out of this, is to push thought, you know? Now the Drake of it all. And this goes down to why I have the biggest disdain for him is what he represents. And he's corny. He cries a lot. It's like pretend tough, but I cry a lot. I go back to being pretend tough, and then I need you to love me. For one, he might be bipolar. And for two, he might have some mama issues. I don't know. But again, I ask myself, because women have so much power, if you accept men like that, indirectly you send us as men messages on what you want us to be. Are out here being passive aggressive, having emotional swings that mimic women when they're on their, you know what? Is that really what women want? I mean, I'm hoping I get at least a couple of women to answer that question. Like, is this really what y'all be checking for? You want your man to go outside and act like he about to do something, and then come home and cry to you, baby, they picking on me because I said something. Imagine if your man came home, started crying, baby, they took my basketball. Baby, they took my basketball. I can't go get them. Like I said I wasn't gonna make this video too long, but that's my, because people had asked me like, what's my big issue with Drake? And I didn't know the best way to go about it, because either way I come off looking like a fucking hater. But that's my issue. That's my issue. Because women unfortunately hold, in my opinion, too much power. That's probably why niggas was smart, made sure that woman didn't become president. Well, you look, they said no. No. Men said, nah. I seen what you do with a regular household. You ain't about to get the White House too. Well, been there, messed around, had National Maxi Pad Day and some shit. Like, Menstrual Cycle Awareness Month. Like, that's what'll happen. I'm just playing cocksucker. But before we get out of here, right? I'm hoping I get both men and women to comment on this. For the men, fellas, do y'all feel like your masculinity is at risk or is viewed as a negative by your partner and or society? I know it's a lot. But again, this show was really just to promote some thoughts. It wasn't a click show. It was just women, here go your little two-parter. One, does Drake actually represent the type of man that you want in your everyday life? And then for two, to what degree of masculinity do you want in your male counterpart? Clear cut and simple. And if everybody wants some extra credit, you can just give me your overall viewpoints on masculinity as a whole, because it's a topic. It's just not a topic that a lot of black people are talking about. But if you look around, it's crazy that like this was like the scientific world or whatever, they're the ones that are really debating this. So that's another reason I brought it up. But as far as the video I use, I'm gonna link it. If y'all want to watch that whole video, check them out. It look like they just hit over 1,000 subscribers. Congratulations to them. So man, can monetize this shit, get you some bread. You know what I'm saying? That college ain't cheap. Let's help them get some bread. Shit, college ain't cheap. But that's all I got today. So this was video number 2 for today. Well, kind of, sort of. It's going to be a little after midnight when I put it out. But that's all I got, man. I just wanted to provoke some thought and see what everybody thought about that. And the Drake of it all, because Drake is really a microcosm to everything. And I think that plays a part into why Kendrick goes at Drake so hard, is because he feels he's a bad representation of the industry. Why I go at him so hard is that I think he's a bad representation of man. So that's all I got on that. I appreciate y'all, and I see you when I see you.